Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in the pristine, untouched wilderness of the Calmlands. I don't really want to do it like that, not for this one. I mean, this one here is 1,500 for that pressure washer, whereas the pressure washer over here is 4,500. So 3,000 euros difference in the pressure washers. And then, oh, that's a workshop mod. We've got an actual washing station here. Oh, I like this idea. It's the same price as the other one, but it's an actual station for washing rather than... I haven't really got room for it up here. Maybe that's something that we'll build later. I'll tell you what. We will have, for now, a high pressure washer. We'll use this one. And this will be our pressure washer for the moment. And we're going to stick this one over here just on the edge of the barn. Now, one of the random events will be that the pressure washer breaks down. If the pressure washer breaks down, I'm going to need to... Let me write this one down a minute, because otherwise I'm going to forget. Right, I've written that one down. So, pressure washer break. If the pressure washer does actually break down, once I start the random events, if it breaks down, it can't be fixed. So what we have to do is sell a pressure washer. Now, if you sell a pressure washer in the game, you lose money on it. And this is what we'd want to do. You'd expect that to happen. So pressure washer is broken down. That means we've got to buy a new one. And so once we get an event for the pressure washer to break down, then we could always go and build a new pressure washer area somewhere else. Maybe have a full washing station or something like that. And then maybe we could alter the... random event to fit that a little differently. I'm not quite sure. We can play that by ear and see how that one pans out. But I like that idea. Pressure washer breaks down. We have to get rid of this one and sell it. So we can sell it for parts. You get about half the money back after you've when you sell something. So we'd be selling it for parts, and then we've got to buy a replacement. And I really like that. So then we might have another roll of the dice for replacements. A 50-50 chance of whether or not we are able to get an exact replacement, or whether or not we've got to get the game standard one, which is quite a bit more expensive actually. So we have a couple of options there and a couple of different ways of playing that one out, and I think that could be quite entertaining. I think that could be good fun trying to sort of get through that particular random event. Right, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring that plough in. Actually, I need a bit of a pig's ear of that. I'm going to bring the plough in like this. Let's not destroy my steps. There, I'm going to put the plough in at that angle like that. There. Lower it down. Do that. Okay, so I want to get lime on the field as my next task, which means I need that spreader, and it looks like we're going to need to go and get some lime as well, so we may have to go and take a trip up to the shop in order to be able to go and get that. But before we go taking any trips to the shop, let's first load a bit of lime into here, the bit that we've got. We can do that at least, so I'll bring you over here. Lower you down. This is the only thing that the spreader is going to be used for, is spreading lime. There will be no other tasks that the spreader will be able to be used for. So I've only got 1,400 litres in here. That is it for lime. So I am going to need to go up to the shop. This is not going to be enough. Get this out here onto the field, shall we? I can't remember how wide a spread this one does. It hasn't quite gotten everywhere with doing the cultivating, but it's close enough to covering all of it that I'm happy to leave it as it is. So I bring you on down this way. Round we go. There. Superb. And I'm already down to 600 litres left in the bucket there, so we're not going to... I might be able to get to the end of the field over here, but doubtful. Oh, he might. And Yeah, we'll just finish there. Right, okay. So I have done one little bit of lime around there. We'll run back, and while he's just finishing off doing that bit there with the cultivator, we can run off. Actually, we might be using that one to start planting the oilseed radish as well. We use that tractor to do it. So this spreader, let's leave this one in the yard a minute. Park this one up here. Lower that down there. Right. Then I'll come over here, and I'm going to get the seed drill loaded up. Get the seed in there. I should have just turned round with that lime spreader and started coming straight back, rather than doing it any differently. Right, I've got enough in here, because oilseed radish hardly uses anything at all, so we've actually got enough in here to do all that we need to. I may have said previously that I wasn't going to do oilseed radish, but I've changed my mind on that quite clearly. So let's bring you over this way, and not going to do anything other than put the seed drill over here. Like that. Right, it should stop there. Don't run away across the field. Just stop where you are. And he's heading back up. Right, okay, so if he's going up that way, I can leave the seed drill there, and I'll grab the cultivator up here in just a second. I can run that back to the yard. So we can get that one hooked on, and then just immediately get him started with planting oilseed radish, and we can just tidy up the outside edges of this field. I have to shout to be heard above the racket of this thing. We'll be getting rid of this as soon as possible, don't worry. I'm not quite sure why he's doing that. It looked like he was reversing all the way across the field, so I've just stopped him manually. And this one didn't like being unhitched when it was lowered to the ground previously, so we won't make that mistake. We will come over here, and I'm going to start it already, even though we're not done with the lime yet. I'm still going to start this already, and we will deal with... There we go, now it's moving again. We will deal with getting the lime on the field once we get back from the shop. If we've got to take... Right, come back and do that again another time, then so be it. That's what we will do. So let's bring you in here. Just make sure that it can actually get started on that job. Excellent. Right, he's going to be just fine doing that one. It's not going to cause us any problems, I don't think. So we will leave you. We'll go and get this one over here. Oh, that's a lot better. We'll run and grab this one. And this can get put away, and then we can also go and get the items that we need. We're also going to have to wash this one. Now, we can say that this field here, we can only get in and out through this entrance. I mean, maybe we'd be able to go down next to chickens as well, to build some fences up around and do stuff like that, I think, at some point. I'm not quite sure when we'll do that. That's the sort of thing that we'll say is just on our to-do list at the moment. Right, let's run around here and fire up that bad boy. Get that one hosed off. I really like the overlay. This is just an extra UI. It's a mod from Mod Hub, by the way. The bit for the pressure washer percentage at the bottom. I really like that one. I think that's a really good one. It's not too much in your face. It's fairly big, admittedly, and I wouldn't necessarily have picked that out to start with, but at the same time, it's not really in your face or anything like that. And you only have it pop up when you're using the pressure washer anyway. You just kind of sat there spraying away with the pressure washer. So it's not sort of a big issue thing. Right. If I try lowering it down, we're going to end up with it stuck in the ground. So I'm just going to have to dump it like that. It seems a bit odd, that one. I don't know why it behaves in that way, but I mean sometimes they do. So let's not get too hung up on that one, shall we? And we can back up here and grab this trailer. So we've got a pallet of seed over there, and we've got like 900 seed in the seed drill. Oh, wait a minute. Now I'm in 6. We've got this bit here. Ah. Show seed consume. For field 1, 0.96. It doesn't seem to do this. I mean, this is really, the field calculator is really good, but it doesn't seem to do it for fields that we've gone and made ourselves. It only does it for fields that are already in the game to start with. So we've only got one field 1, which is not quite 1 hectare. It'll show you how many seeds it needs. Oat is the same as wheat and barley. It's quite high on the consumption. So the field that we've got is a reasonable size. Now, we had about 900 litres. We're 897 at the moment. It's going to use up a bit. And we've only got 31 litres of seed left in that one there. So we're going to want, I would say, at least 2 pallets of seed. So we will, and then we're going to want a whole load of limes. I'm thinking we go for 3 pallets of each, because I think this holds 6 pallets in total. So 3 pallets of each seems like it would be about right. I think that seems reasonably fair on what we can put into the field. Lime is, it is quite acceptable as something for organic application, because lime is literally as it is dug out the ground. I mean, yes, it is processed. It's got to be baked in order to be able to turn into the lime powder to go on the field, but it's still lime. Like, it's still natural, dug out the ground, and that's absolutely fine. It's just kind of neutralizing the acidity of the soil. And you wouldn't use lime everywhere. Like, we are using it in the game everywhere. It seems to go on all the fields, but you wouldn't actually do that in real life. You wouldn't necessarily use it in every field that you're doing like we do in this game. Now the question is, do I buy it in big bags, or do I buy it in the big bag pallets? Big bag pallet right there, 900 for seed and 450 for lime. These, bit cheaper. It's not massive, but it is cheaper. I think I'd actually prefer to get these this time. So we're going to go for 3 of these. Let's get 3. Buy 2,400 for the seed. And lime. And I get 3 of those as well. I think I can only carry 6 on the trailer. That's why I'm getting that. It turns out that we can hold more than 6. We'll get some more lime, because I think that's the one that we'll end up needing more of. So we've got big bag pallets there at the moment. So Shift Z, big bags. And I can have 10 big bags. All right, so if I can have 10, I'll get 1 more bag of seed. There. And then I will get, how many have I got? I got 6. That was 1. I want 3. 3 bags of lime. There. Buy. It's another 1,000. I know that money is disappearing, but it's worth it. This is all stuff that's going to go on the fields. This is going to be worth it. I can't even remember what I was going to buy with that money now. I had reasons for having that money. Right, there we go. It's all safely secured. It is now hoofing it down with rain, which is slightly inconvenient because we're trying to work in the field, but I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. I'm sure there will be no problems here whatsoever. I don't fully remember what I wanted to do with the money that we had there. We've got some money. I mean, I don't think there was actually a great deal. As some people have pointed out, like, I was doing the logging, and, you know, some of you like me to do periodic logging, and I will do more logging. We will get the auto-load trailer back. I don't want to do masses and masses of it. I don't want to do loads of logging. There's one thing I'm going to, like... A lot of you did really enjoy the Boulder Canyon series because it was like a significant challenge, but that got repetitive at times, and I've already been told that it was getting repetitive, like early when we were doing the plowing, and that it's getting a bit repetitive here. So I do want to try and mix things up a bit, so I don't want to be taking a course of action that is going to force me to do one job for a really long period of time. That's what I'm going to try to avoid doing so that we don't have too much dull, repetitive work going on. Now, the next thing that we need to do is... Actually, I want to get rid of that pallet there that's in the way, and then I've also got the front loader that is also in the way, so then I'll be able to put all of these big bags in that sheltered area over there, and we can reach them with everything we got. So we need to be able to move everything. So I'm going to just shut that one off. This one is spot on perfect. I want him right there. I'll bring you in, because this is the one that's got the front loader attachment. So I'm going to bring him in. I'm going to load up the little tiny bit of seed that is left over here. There's not much there at all. Bring that one back, lower him down like that, and there. See, it's almost nothing at all in that one. So we've got the little bit of seed. Now I can move this one back, and I will take off the front weight. Actually, I'll probably take the seed drill off as well, I think, just for a second. Bring you back over there, and I'll lower you down there. And take that one off, and then I'll lower this one down over here, and we'll take that one off. So a rule that I've had in the past for anybody that is a bit newer to this is I can use auto-load trailers, and I like to use auto-load trailers because it saves us a lot of time, but I cannot use an auto-load trailer unless I have actually got the means to do the job without having to rely on that auto-load. So, where am I going to put this? I think actually we could put this over there, because we're not going to be doing logging for quite a while. So, although I can use the auto-load trailer in order to do the logging, if we, you know, buy the auto-load trailer back for doing the logging, let's put you down there. Oops. There we go. I can also load and unload pallets and big bags with an auto-load trailer, because I have pallet forks here. So I'm able to do it manually if I want to, using the pallet forks. But I have... Okay. Don't get stuck like this. Ooh, we might be able to rescue this. I really hate it when it does that, because there's clearly not a fault of something that I've gone and done. There's not like driver error or something like that. That was pallet forks getting stuck in the ground. I mean, yeah, I probably should have looked at them so they didn't sort of pivot forwards. So partly my fault, I suppose, but yeah, it still wouldn't rocket the tractor into the side of the building. We just snap pallet forks. Well, you wouldn't be able to hitch them on like that anyway, so yeah, it's a little bit of a nuisance, but we just ignore things like that. But anyway, I have got the means to move pallets, pick pallets up, move them around and so on. I just choose not to actually use the tool for doing so because I would, because of how long it takes to do it. It's purely because of how long it takes to do it. Can I get in here and drop this one off without ripping off my exhaust pipe? I think I can, just. So if I put that down there like that, that does still, yeah, that still allows me to attach as well. That's fine. Alright. So now we've got the space on there. We'll be able to put the big bags in the other bay there, and there will be enough room for them. Which means I can go back over here. Put that one on. Back up this way. And put that one on as well. Now, the only thing I'm not 100% sure of is if I will be able to spread lime on the field after I've planted. I think I can. I mean, if I can't, we'll just have to go over it. We'll check it in just a second. So I'm just going to press the hired help on there. That one's going to get started. And we can jump back over to the quieter tractor. That's much better. Now, what I'm going to do here is if I take all the straps off like that and unhitch that trailer and just leave it there for a second, I can start loading the lime straight off the side of the trailer, and we'll use up what we need to. So, first of all, obviously, we're going to load one load of lime, and we're just going to double check that we can indeed spread the lime on the field properly without causing us any problems due to the fact that we have now planted. And yes, in real life, you probably wouldn't be going and putting lime on the fields after you've gone and planted. You would do it before, and then you cultivate it in. We've just decided not to do it in that particular order. I don't think it's going to hurt. For gameplay purposes, it doesn't make any difference. So I just want to go here a second, and I'm going to do one quick start-stop, like that. That's all I want to do. And then I want to go here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just move here, because I know that this bit here hasn't been done already. So, move! There we go. Right. We'll run over this side. So I can do this side over here without any problem whatsoever. So I get out to there like that. And now we'll just take a quick look at the map and double check that lime is... So if I get rid of the needs rolling bit, and it did do that bit there, that was just fine. So we can go and spread lime here after the planting is done. So that's all good. That's excellent. So now I can run down this way. The rolling, we don't need to worry about rolling after the after the oilseed radish has been planted. At the moment, we'll be able to come back to that a little bit later on, and we'll do the rolling once we've done the oat planting tomorrow. So that's the next bit that we'll go and do. So I'm just going to bring you... I'm actually going to take you right around that corner, just in case there was a bit there that didn't get done properly. And then we'll race over this way. I'm thinking that if I can get it... I think it's about there, I guess. And now I'll just have the hired help go. Right. Because I'm also wanting to draw a wage from the farm, so we need sort of me going as well. Now... Oh. I was going to say, he's stopping there, but he's actually stopping there because the tank is empty. But we've also put lime on that bit already anyway. So we'll go back in here, and I'll do it from that side. Let's run in here. Now, is he going to pick up the bit on the first bag first? Or is he going to go? Oh, he is. Excellent. Right. He's actually going for a bag in the middle of the trailer there. I don't know how many of these bags we're going to use up doing this field. He may have swung around that corner then. Quite sure. And run on round this way. So I think if we line it up, there's definitely going to be some overlap. That's just something that's going to happen. But I reckon if we line it up about here, we should be pretty good to go. Okay, there's a lot of overlap. That's a bit poor on my part, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Doesn't matter. That'll be absolutely tickety-boo and wonderful. We will run down through here, and then we can turn round, and it will go all the way to the edge of the field because it's just going to see that there's no lime there, and then it will do that bit. So now, are we going to have a clash of the titans with these two getting in each other's way? Actually, I don't think we will. They will just about avoid each other, and then they will drive off. The only problem is that we're going to run out of lime, and we're going to have to go and refill, and then he's going to go a little bit further than I would like and sort of block up a little bit. Yeah, he is. Right. So he may end up getting in our way on the next pass, but if I'm quick with the reload, we should be good. So I'm going to bring you in over there like that. Back up a bit and start reloading. Which bag are you taking that from? I'm not actually sure what bag that's coming out of. Oh, the one on the front there. Right, are you going to get round that corner? Yes, no worries. No worries at all. And then you'll come down here. So I'm going to go back to where I was previously. Noisy boy there is actually, he's missed a little tiny bit on the end here because of those trees. Oops, don't do that. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. So I want to go to you, and it's only a little tiny sliver just on the end there, but I do want to take care of that. So I'm going to just manually do that. Drop that down there. And then go this way. And I'm going to go right over to the end of the field, just over on this bit. Just because. And you can see, like, we were on like 904 litres of seed when we started out. And we've still got most of that. We're like 860 litres now. One thing that we have got is almost no fuel left. So we have to get a fuel bowser. Now, this is hardcore, so I'm not sure whether or not we should be gathering, going and collecting our own fuel. I'm quite happy to have the fuel delivered, but I'm not sure what you, the people, might think of that, whether or not you think that that is avoiding the hardcoreness or not. Personally, I don't think it is. I think that having one of the mods that allows the fuel to be delivered, because we've got various tank options for that. Some of them allow the fuel to be delivered, and some of them don't. Some of them you've got to go and collect it yourself. So you've got to go and you've got to buy yourself a tank, and you've got to get it, just get the stuff yourself. Now, this is where we're going to have a problem. These two tractors are going to run into each other. So what I'm going to do here... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.